I want to understand how you interpret Mohan Bhagwat's remarks. You see it as a sign of conciliation, saying that let's sort out issues through dialogue, through the courts, and makes it very clear that we cannot go across the country trying to find siblings under every mosque, thereby suggesting that we are not going to reopen other places of worship issue. Do you take him at face value, Mr. Owaisi?
The speech given by Mr. Mohan Bhagwat was an incendiary speech. And you must remember why I have formed an opinion that till the formation of Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Ram Mandir was not an issue. For BJP, it became an issue in 1989. Now he talks about court. Didn't the Sangh Parivar, the whole Ram Mandir movement, gave a commitment to the Supreme Court that they will not touch the Babri Masjid of December 1992. So that is why I say that what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat says has no meaning whatsoever. And the most important point is that is he trying to convey that the Muslims in India live because of his mercy? Aren't we the first citizens of this country? And to me, I want an assurance of the Prime Minister of the country. He's my Prime Minister. Let his government stand up and say that 1991 Act will implement it. Simple. Stop. End of the matter. And fourth, fifthly, who are these petitioners who have gone to the court? One of the petitioners, the husband, is the local Vishwa Hindu Parishad leader. And last point, Mathura, 50 years ago, Hindus and Muslims sat together, formed an agreement, went to court, it was accepted. After 54 years, you go to and say, no, we want the whole Eidgah. Who are those people? They have a connection with RSS.
No, how is Mr. Mohan Bhagwat's statement incendiary? When Mr. Mohan Bhagwat says, for example, that we do not wish to get involved in any such movement, we want this issue to be sorted through the courts or conciliation, how is that incendiary? Don't you see this as a step forward at a time when the debate is extremely polarizing?
Well, who has polarized this whole debate? Who has done it? Please tell me. Who has done it? Me? You go to court. The government stands up, all the ministers who have come on your program, the leader of BJP come on your program. What is the language they have spoken? Is Mr. Mohan Bhagwat saying that forever Kashi, Mathura and those 50,000 masjids, with the list of those masjids are available on our RSS leader's website, nothing is going to happen? I want a commitment from the Prime Minister of this country, simple as that. Mr. Mohan Bhagwat speaks incidentally because he always connects the Muslims to our ancestry to Hinduism. Should I say that Mohan Bhagwat's ancestors were possibly converted from Buddhism? No, I will not say that. How can he say that Islam came to invade us? Is he proving the Prime Minister of the country a liar? Because the Prime Minister went to Saudi Arabia and gave a replica of the first masjid that came up in Kerala. One minute.
Mohan Bhagwat says a large number of Muslims who stayed back in India and did not go up to go to Pakistan are our fellow Indians. We have no opposition against any form of worship. We accept them all, consider all of them holy. They may have adopted that form of worship, but they are descendants of our rishis, munis, kshatriyas. We are descendants of the same ancestors.
Why do you say that? Why do you always connect my ancestry to Hinduism? And even if we are, in a modern India, which is a living constitution, how dare you do that? I am an equal citizen of this country. That is why I say that you are trying to tell the nation that...
He's not denying. Where is he suggesting in any way in these statements that you're not an equal citizen?
Because he says that they have a Hindu ancestry. Because he says that Islam came to invade us. And his whole message is projected in such a way. The messaging is that, oh, Muslims live because of the mercy of RSS chief. No. I am an equal citizen of this country. And if you go back in time, let us go back to 65,000 years ago. Let us go back. India became India, the whole subcontinent, because of people came from Africa, Iran, East Asia, Central Asia. Mr. Mohan Bhagwat might call himself an Aryan, but Aryans came 2,000 years ago. The original Indians are not even Owaisi, Rajdeep, Sardesai, Mohan Bhagwat. It is the Adivasi intermediates, if that be the case.
Mr. Owaisi, Mohan Bhagwat says we had special devotion towards some places, we spoke about them, but we shouldn't bring out a new matter daily. Why should we escalate the dispute? We have devotion towards Gyanvapi, and doing something on that front is all right. But why look for a shivling in every masjid? He's effectively saying, let's forget all the other cases, let's perhaps sit across the table and settle the matter amicably. Are you ready to sit across the table with Mohan Bhagwat, or do you teach him as untouchable?
What do you want me to do? Sit with him for what?
Resolve all contentious issues.
There is nothing to be resolved. Everything has been resolved. The Parliament had passed the 1991 Act. Everything has been resolved. The Supreme Court has upheld that Act and elevated it to the level of the basic federal constitution. Simple as that. That is why I'm saying I do not want all these false assurances from Mr. Mohan Bhagwat and all his company. I want my Prime Minister to say that his government will stand by the 1991 Act. Period. Simple. End of the matter.
Can I therefore ask you, if the Prime Minister of the country therefore repeated what Mohan Bhagwat said, would you take that at face value and seriously? Would you then say that yes, if Prime Minister Modi is saying this, I believe that the RSS, the BJP are acting within the realms of the constitution? Will you accept that?
If the Prime Minister tomorrow addresses the nation in his Mann Ki Baat and says that his government will stand by the 1991 Act, you will see within 24 hours all these jokers, these Johnnies who are jack in the box, they will keep quiet. But it is convenient for the Prime Minister to keep quiet. And please remember, the US State Department has issued a report on 3rd of June. Why is the Prime Minister succumbing to the pressure of US? If the Prime Minister had spoken and said 91 Act is supreme, end of the matter. Because the US has now put our great nation in a country of concern.
India has responded to the US saying they have no business to interfere in our internal matters. They should worry about their own politics, the hate crimes, the gun control that takes place there.
Yes, of course, I read the statement. But what is Mr. Mohan Bhagwat saying in his yesterday's speech? He said that in Ukraine, the Western powers are sending weapons. So today the government says, what bank politics? So that is why I say that I want a commitment from the Prime Minister of the country that his government will stand by 1991 Act. And Rajat, please remember, have not your channel, whether it is Aaj Tak, whether it is UP Tak, whether it is Headlines Today, whether it is the great Sri Rajdeep Sardesai, what have you shown on the program? I have been shouting it's a fountain, but other side said no. Now Mr. Mohan Bhagwat says don't do it.
Mohan Bhagwat has not said that it is not a shivling there. He's saying, why should we be going into every mosque finding out whether there is a shivling there or not? At the same time, he says the Gyanvapi mosque issue should be determined through courts or conciliation. Are you willing for that or not? Or are you sticking to your line that Places of Worship Act prevents any change in status quo, period?
Exactly, I agree with you. That is what my stand is, that is what my stance would be. That 1991 Act is now part of basic to the Constitution. That is it, simple as that. Rajdeep, no, please allow me half a minute. You say that let us sit and talk. A poor Jain community old man was beaten on the suspicion of being a Muslim. What should I talk? You demolished 22 houses in Khargone, 13 houses in Sardesai without giving notice, all of them Muslims. You demolished his warehouse in Khambhat in Gujarat. You want to erase every cultural issue that contradicts with ideology.
How will you respond to those today who say, every time we listen to you, Mr. Owaisi, you sound like someone who's engaging in fear-mongering, you're unwilling for any kind of conciliation with the RSS or those who are seen to represent another viewpoint?
Didn't the Muslims have a reconciliation with the Hindus 53 years ago in Mathura? An agreement was signed. An agreement was submitted to the court that was upheld. The court accepted that agreement. Muslims had given the land of Eidgah on which a magnificent Christian Mandir is existing now. We have passed an act in Parliament. Didn't the Parliament assure the Muslims that after Babri Masjid nothing will be touched? Didn't the Supreme Court told the nation that historical wrongs should not be corrected through oppression, or you should not take laws in your hands? Wasn't that enough for the country's Supreme Court assurance? Wasn't that enough for all these people? What the Parliament has passed the act? Simple as that.
I ask you therefore one final time, do you see hope in what Mr. Bhagwat has said? Do you see possibly at least a small step forward, that this is possibly at least a softening of stand, yes or no?
You know, I'm reminded of an Urdu sher, सितमगर तुझसे उम्मीद वफा होगी जिन्हें होगी हमें तो देखना यह है कि तू जालिम कहां तक है. And for all those Johnnies who are saying, oh, let us sit down and talk, इब्तिदाई इसके देखिए आगे होता है क्या.
Let me leave it there. Mr. Owaisi, I appreciate your joining us here on the news today.